What up, everybody? It's the Halloween season upon us, and we got ourselves a classic for today's review. We're talking about Ghosts and Goblins for the NES. So it starts off simple enough. Got a young couple, look like they fucking in the middle of a cemetery, like some nasty shit you'd see out of a really bad 70s porn flick. And then the devil shows up. Okay. And they take your girl. What? Okay. You got ghosts, you got goblins, you got dragons, you got pig things, you got hot dogs. I don't fucking know what the hell these things are supposed to be. And then you got these big fuckers that they call unicorns. Yeah, no, not even my inebriated ass could see that. Now be warned, because this is one of the most difficult games for the NES ever. Like, this has gained a reputation as one of the hardest fucking games. This shit is like Dark Souls, Cuphead ass level of difficult. But I will say this, it's one of those 80s games where it's so difficult, you actually want to keep playing. It's like that Mega Man effect. It's so hard, you just want to keep playing to see how far you can get. And part of me thinks the people who made this game knew that it was difficult, because what they do whenever you die, it's like this. You're given 3 lives, and every time you get hit, first you lose your armor, and then the next time you get hit, then you just up and die. You do that for 3 lives, and then what they do is, instead of starting you over from the beginning of the game or some bullshit like that, instead what they do is they start you from the last checkpoint. And I mean, yeah, it's fucking tedious and difficult in that regard, but hey, at least it ain't some cryptic bullshit where you die and then you have to start all the way back, because that's some horse shit. So since you're supposed to be a knight, because you're running around in armor and shit, you get a couple of weapons to defend yourself. There are these daggers that seem endless, because, you know, it's just a weapon you can spam a lot. And you also get this axe, but the thing is, the axe ain't really as handy as it should be. I don't know, half the time I was playing this game, it was barely functional. Enemies take like fucking 5 hits to go down, and I'm not complaining, I get it, it's the hustle. Alright, it's the principle of the matter. You want to make a difficult game, you want to toughen kids up, I get it. It's just, you know, after a while it gets really fucking difficult because this game loves to fucking spam enemies. There's a bunch of enemies everywhere. There's enemies on the ground, enemies fucking flying overhead. It's fucking maximum overdrive up in here with how many enemies that they throw at your ass. And a bunch of different bosses. Sometimes they reuse bosses. I'm not too sure how to feel about that. Like, there's 2 levels that have dragons in them. And like I said, unicorn, I still don't fucking see it. And weirdly enough, there's one boss that's called the Devil, and then there's another boss that's called Satan. As if, like, they're 2 separate things. I mean, you know, I know he go by many names. You know, there's Satan, the Devil, Beelzebub, Lucifer, Mephistopheles, whatever. But I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe it was like some alternate form of him or some shit. As for the gameplay, it basically functions like a typical NES side-scroller and platformer. You know, you're just traveling different locations. It's no dissimilar to a lot of like Mario type of games at the time. It's just that, like I said, the difficulty and the edge this game has, it's one that makes it really fucking difficult. I personally would say I liked the fact that it was difficult, because some of these old 80s games, they was meant to be difficult. And it's like a lot of people say, oh, well, it's a kid's game. Oh, well, if a kid can't beat it, then I can't. Well, it's like, you know, as soon as you get older, you play video games a lot more commonly, especially if you're one of these retro game collectors. Of course you're going to want to play some of this shit through. And yeah, sure enough, I fucking loved it. I really liked how this game turned out. Now, before I go, I just want to ask my boy something real quick. Boy, does that look like a fucking unicorn to you?
No.
Aha! See? I fucking knew it.